Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for the season finale of All American Season 2, you guys. I love this show. I'm so excited that they're coming back for Season 3. Let's go ahead and get into my notes. All right, so Spence is on the field, enjoying the peace and quiet. All right, Billy comes out, and he tells him that he remembers all his firsts after his mom died, and to get ready, because this is going to be his year of first. So the athletic director talks to Billy and tells him that they're investigating him, and they will question all his fellow coaches and the players. Billy feels like it's a witch hunt, and they're just trying to take his job because they can't control his team. Spencer goes to the doctor and finds out that he's back at 100%. The doctor says she thought she would get a more excited response from him, but really, it's about to be his year first without his dad. So it's not as happy as you would think right now. But we are all happy that Spencer's arm seems to be doing well. She said that if he was going to have any issues, they would have found out by now, especially after the Jamboree game. That was such a, a strenuous process. So the fact that his arm, is okay now after all of that, he's going to be just fine. That's what they said. Layla is working on his indie tour for Coop, all right? Her dad is about to go on his big tour with Patience and the rest of his artists, which is going to leave her at home without him, and she's just now getting out of rehab. And even though she knows that her dad has to get back out on the road, it's still scary for her to be left alone, you know what I mean? So she's a little worried right now, and you can see it is written all over her face. And even though her dad acts like it's all good, you can tell that he noticed that she was nervous about being left alone. I also love how Layla didn't want to use her dad's name to get venues for the tour because they kept saying they were sold out, and he was like, well, did you tell them who you were? And she was like, no, I want to get this on my own. I was like, yes, Layla, get it out the mud. Get it out the mud as much as you can, being, a rich, beautiful, black girl from Beverly Hills. I mean, get it. Billy tells Jordan and Olivia and Laura that he's going to move out and it's time. They've been separated for a while now, and he thinks it's time to just go ahead and start the process of them moving on, which means he's going to get his own place close by. He's still going to be around, very much so, but, he just feels like it's time to go ahead and create the separation that's already there. Laura did not look so happy about it. She didn't. She kind of walked away and didn't say much. The kids seem fine with it. At this point, they just going with the flow. What can they do? Spence goes to Corey's grave to clean off his grave and talk to him and just, kind of let him know everything that's been going on. And Darnell shows up and tells him that he has to figure something else out because Crenshaw is about to become a magnet school, and the kids are all going to be put in a lottery to see who ends up going back to Crenshaw as a magnet school. And they're also not going to be focusing on athletics as much anymore. So this is putting Darnell in another bad spot. At first, the team was falling apart. Now the school is going to turn into a magnet school instead of a public school. So it is too much. Spencer is very upset about that it's changing the dynamics, that it's taking the resources out of the community. Okay, so he's upset about it. He gets the kids together, Patience, Kia, Chris, Spencer, and who else? And Darnell. And they all talk about what they can do to put a stop to Crenshaw becoming a magnet school. Grace and her professor boo are there, and they tell them that the new superintendent, who is to blame for all of this, has plans to meet up with the school board and discuss the whole magnet school situation before they put it to a vote. The kids plan a demonstration. They're supposed to show up to the school and, show how they're so against turning Crenshaw into a magnet school. Spencer can't join in on the demonstration because he has things to do at Beverly, and Grace reminds him of that. So he's kind of feeling left out, not being here in Crenshaw, helping his hood the way he wants to, the way he feels that he should. Coop visits Preach in prison, and Preach is still telling her, why is you still showing up to see me? Go live your life out there, okay? Don't worry about me in here. And Coop is like, bruh, I don't know what you're talking about, but I told you not to eat that mystery meatloaf, bro. I told you that wasn't a go. Okay, don't do that. Meat that you don't know what it is, don't do that to yourself. Okay, so basically, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to ignore him, but he's serious. He tells her to watch what happens next time she tries to come and see him. I guess he's going to take her name off the list, but it's like, Preach. People love you, bruh. Like, let them come visit you. Like, her life is not in jail just because she visits you once a week, bruh. Like, it's just not forgetting that there's a person that she cares about locked up somewhere, man. Take the visit and shut up. He be working on my nerves, always trying to fall on his sword for somebody. Preaches the constant martyr. Simone thanks Jordan for talking to her mom. Apparently it worked. Her mom has invited her to come back home and everything is good. She's still planning on giving the baby up for adoption, but in order to thank Jordan, she gives him a highlight reel of all of his best moments in football just to show him how great he really is. And it's just like, Jordan and Simone are really gonna happen. Yes. Olivia leaves a message for her sponsor who she cannot seem to get in contact with. And she runs into Asher and tells him that she knows that she said she needed a break from him, but they are really best friends. And right now, I think they need each other as far as the friendship is concerned. But at the same time, the relationship stuff is kind of an issue for them. And Olivia is still having a hard time dealing with everything, y'all. Layla finds out from Patience that JP backed out of his tour and that he's supposed to be staying home for the summer. So she has to go and have a conversation with him because she knows how important going on tour is for her dad. Like, he really loves doing that. So she doesn't want him to stop doing that just because he's worried about her. But it's like, Layla, that's your daddy. He's supposed to make sacrifices for you. And I feel like she's so used to being put on the back burner that she doesn't realize that she needs him to be there for her. She does. She needs a parent. She's a kid. And she's been living alone and going through a lot. Like, girl, let your daddy be there for you. Spencer goes home the next morning to Crenshaw and finds out that the sit-in was a bust. Somehow the superintendent found out about it and had the police waiting for the kids at the school when they got there. So now they're going to stage a coup at the Slauson Cafe. Okay, they're going to have a little demonstration there, try to have people come out and find out what's going on so that everybody can become abreast in the neighborhood and maybe they can do something else that would help the situation. But everybody's gonna be meeting up at the Slauson Cafe. Spencer has a gala at Beverly that same night. He would rather be in Crenshaw, but he's being celebrated that night for the fantastic football year that they've had, and his mom feels like he needs to go and be celebrated. Like, it's okay, they got this, Spence, but Spence just don't feel right about it. I can't be out here rejoicing while my neighborhood is going through it. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel right to Spence. Billy is cleaning out his desk when Asher's dad comes in with some letters from the Boosters Club. Apparently, they now want to show their support for Billy and ask for the investigation into him to be ended. Of course, there's a catch. Now Billy owes them, some type of favor in the future. They have a few ideas as far as the football team is concerned. Child, they didn't mess with the wrong one. Billy is tired of y'all. Okay, Billy done had it up to here. Spence and Olivia talk about how she feels like everyone is moving on. And she says she's good, but I'm worried about her, y'all. And I really want Olivia and Spencer to be a thing. And I think they're going to be a thing next season. I think this is the setup for Olivia and Spencer to end up fucking over the summer. At the gala, some girls come offering Jordan some liquor in their purse. All you see is titties and liquor, and he's like, I'm okay, ladies, another time. And Spencer is like, damn, bruh, you really feeling Simone, obviously. He says, man, Simone ain't worrying about me. And Spencer's like, you mean the same Simone that spent all that time making that dope-ass highlight reel, who moved into a hotel so you could have your life back? That Simone? Yeah, she couldn't possibly be feeling you, huh? Like, she keeps making all these huge sacrifices for Jordan, and he's just so stupid. He don't realize that she really does love him. She's just trying to do the right thing. Billy shows up to the gala in a sweatsuit, okay? That should have let you know that it was serious, okay? He walks up to the athletic director who was like, talking shit about Billy, talking about, yeah, I just had to make him sweat a little bit. And Billy was like, say what? Athletic director, let me tell you something, okay? Y'all are never gonna let me run my team the way I want, no matter how many championships that I win, y'all. So you know what? You can take your letters back. I quit. I don't want to be the coach. Effective immediately. I resign. Kiss my ass. I'm out here. After Billy leaves, you can hear the athletic director talking to the other boosters about how Billy had a lack of work ethic and that was always his problem. And Laura walks up and says, "How dare you? Okay, how dare you? Billy poured his heart and soul into this team, and you will never find another coach who is as dedicated to his players as Billy was, okay? You have lost, athletic director. You have lost." Spencer talks to Layla about how he feels like Crenshaw doesn't need him anymore. Layla says, "I see you need to be there. Let's go take a ride, okay? Come on, get in my car." And they get to the Slauson Cafe. They tell Grace about what happened with Billy. And Layla says that she has to go and convince her dad that he needs to go on tour. So she leaves. So Asher told Olivia that he was going to spend the summer on that boat with his mom. And now he comes to the gala and tells her that he wants her to come with him and spend the summer with he and his mom on the boat, to which she agrees because she doesn't want to feel left alone this summer. Jordan drags Simone out of bed, okay, and onto the football field to ask why she made the highlight reel for him. And she doesn't answer. So he tells her how she made him think about his favorite play when he was watching the highlight reel, and it's the Hail Mary. And she says that this isn't a game, this is real life, Jordan. And he says, "Yeah, but the same rules apply." He was like, "I'm in love with you, Simone, okay? I'm in love with you." And then he tells her that that was his last Hail Mary, and then she kisses him, and now it's a Jordan and Simone thing. And I was like, yes, y'all are cute. I wanted it. I wanted that. I'm sorry. The superintendent shows up to the Slauson Cafe and tells them that the meeting to vote on the magnet school conversion has been pushed up to tomorrow, so whatever they think they doing in here ain't really gonna do nothing. Billy is saying goodbye to his office when Spencer shows up, and Billy gives him this jersey he got made of Spencer's Beverly Hills jersey and his dad Corey's Crenshaw jersey blended together. So it says James on the back with both of their like numbers half and half, I guess. It was really cool and it was really dope. Billy tells him he'll always be there for him. Even if he's not his coach, he's gonna always be there for him as a friend. And Spencer hugs him, and you know, he had the tears in his eyes and everything. It was emotional. Layla finds her dad and tells him that she's going to go on tour with him instead of him staying at home. She knows how much he needs to be out there on tour, so she's going to come with him, and she's already started to look into smaller venues in the same cities that he's having his shows for Coop to perform at, so she can get her quality time with her dad and she can get her indie tour all at the same damn time. Yes, I'm here for it. Yay, Layla. Olivia lets Asher know that she can't come with him on this boat trip this summer with his mom because he needs to work on his relationship with his mom, and she needs to stay back and work on her podcast and just let him have that time because him and his mom need that, and she doesn't want to get in the middle of that. Spencer gets home, and Grace, Darnell, and Dylan are talking about how Grace and some other parents tried to talk to the president of the school board about the magnet school conversion, but she didn't listen. And Grace was saying how I don't know how they think that the hood will stand if they keep taking all of the resources out of it. And he looks at that jersey and he has an idea. And we don't know what the idea is just yet. So then they have this big meeting, okay? They have the school board meeting and everybody's all upset and trying to speak over one another. And the president of the school board is like, y'all have got to calm down if we're going to have a conversation, all right? So Spencer gets up and he speaks and he says that he's going to come back to Crenshaw because he realized that he took one of the greatest assets out of Crenshaw when he left and went to Beverly Hills. And that was his mistake, just like the superintendent Clark is making a mistake. So he's decided that he's going to come back because he knows when they win those games, that's going to bring in people from out of town, and that's going to bring in commerce into Crenshaw, just having a winning football team. So he's coming back to Crenshaw. And everybody's like, yes, let's come back to Crenshaw. And then he goes to Billy and asks Billy if he'll be the coach for Crenshaw. Okay, come on, man, come back to your alma mater, play on your old field. I mean, it's called Billy Baker Field. He might as well come back and coach. And so he accepts. So now, y'all, everything is looking up for Crenshaw. Tyrone's sister Mo visits Preach in prison because she wants revenge on whoever killed Tyrone, okay? And he was like, bruh, we already know who killed Tyrone. What is you talking about? about? That lady killed Tyrone. And she was like, yeah, but that wasn't the only person that made that happen. Okay, and then we see her later on following Coop. I'm like, bitch, you couldn't come here and do something with your wayward brother when he was out here being reckless. But now that he's dead from living the life that he decided to live, you want to show up and get some revenge, even though you wasn't never in this life? Word? Girl, if you don't go sit down some damn well. So y'all, then we see Olivia. Olivia's at the house looking at the one pill she got stashed away in her jewelry box. And she, looking like she won't take it, but she doesn't take it. She puts it back in the box. And then she goes into the kitchen and pulls some vodka out the drawer and says, well, at least it's not a pill. And she takes a drink. And we like, oh, damn, Liv. And she takes another drink. And then somebody comes in through the door. She thought she was going to be by herself, but it was Spencer. And Spencer was like, hey, what you doing? And she was like, nothing. What you doing back? I thought you would be in Crenshaw. And he was like, yeah, but I had to come back and check on you. Come on. What we watching on TV? And she was like, I don't know. Let's see what we looking at on TV. They have this moment where they look at each other, y'all. And I was like, that's going to happen. And I can't wait for it to happen. I'm going to be all in my feelings whenever it does. But he goes to get snacks while she finds something for them to watch on TV. And his arm gives out, y'all. His arm went completely numb. Yo, look. I thought we had rectified this situation. Yo, now we don't know if Spencer gonna be able to win the championship for Crenshaw like he said he was. Man. And how he gonna pick up Olivia when they do it for the first time if his arm don't hurt? I'm sorry. Went back to that. My bad. Anyway, y'all, that was the season finale of All American. I love this show so much. I hope y'all come back next season for the reviews. I know a lot of people don't watch. I hope that they will, get on it while it's on Netflix so that, next season I can have more people for the reviews because I do really love this show. It's so good and I don't want to stop reviewing it. Yeah, y'all, I think I might add 20s in All Americans place. Well, just to like add for a video that's going away. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch those first 2 episodes again tomorrow and see if I'll go ahead and add it for Wednesdays. But anyway, I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see y'all in the next one.